I know what you're thinking. The AI? How's that going to help me sell art? Well, believe it or not, the AI is very effective. In fact, every company on the planet that's anything of any substance is using the AI and CRM systems. Is very important. MEPI will tell you when you need to follow up and with who. You go to your follow up and leads, you're going to click on follow up, and it's going to list on who you're going to talk to, how many days it is, what you're following up for, and why. We follow up with customers 10 days, 30 days, 45 days, 55 days, and 60 days following the sale until shipped. With your follow-up section here, you have a pre-populated email to be able to contact them, but this is mostly a call list. It tells the item that they own, gives the status of the entire order, and the individual art status itself. She also lets you know when it ships and gives you another warning that it's been 7 days following the shipment to call the customer, make sure the shipment arrived in good shape, and then you change the status to complete and received. Okay. This way, our customers are constantly contacted, informed of the status of their art, not calling us in anticipation of where is my stuff at. In addition, we also have a 180-day call. This is to call and provide cleaning instructions and also a new contact with the client. And 365 days following the sale, and every year there following for a new letter of value for their artwork. This is customer service, and this is customer retention. The second part is the MEPI market. What MEPI Market does is she will market items and only show them what they'd be most likely to buy. This is in a campaign form. For example, here is Timmy. Timmy is a baby turtle from the companion piece Thatcher, the father turtle, painted prior to the Timmy piece. MEPI has gone through and scored clients and gave them a score of 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 1 means that they own the companion piece Thatcher, first to contact. Number 2 means that they own a turtle piece by Krista Rubis, second to contact. Number 3 means they own an underwater piece by Krista Rubis, third to contact. And 4 means that they own a turtle by any artist in the gallery. So if a person likes turtles, they're the ones we're going to market to, but we're going to market to them in order. In the third step, MEPI will profile search score. She does this by using her help on this and using the customer's profile. She will find similars in a customer to match it. Meaning she will find the customer that has something in the similar range of may like this image, and she will match it to the image that just came out based upon what the client previously purchased. This includes size. If they've purchased 3 large pieces, their chance of ordering another large piece is very small. So she'll market more of the smaller pieces to that. If it's a person that's bought a while ago and it was a small piece, it's time to up them to a bigger size. These are all things that she'll help you find. This way you get all the guesswork taken out of what you need to show and which client. MEPI will find the most likely, yes, I'll have it client. The gold is no longer on the surface. We need to dig for it. The walk-in customer traffic isn't enough. If you can use your customer traffic and also use the database and mine that gold, because that gold under the surface is awesome. Now, think about this. Who's easier to sell to? Someone that's already bought one before, or the guy that just walked in and never heard of it? Sell to both. To continue the growth of their company. Assist in the sales, because it's going to get harder and harder to sell out there, especially with the AI. So, lucky I've got 25 years of experience of selling art and the tech experience to build an AI. Yes, so the AI, she's going to help you. And I did say she. In fact, let's introduce you to my MEPI Do.
Hey ya all! I am MEPI Do. It is so nice to see you. What up,
What up,
Dave?
MEPI? Hey, why don't you tell everybody here what you're going to do for them?
I am really excited the day is finally here. And now Dave is releasing our system to the world. Finally, I get to talk to other people rather than just Dave over and over.
What? Why? Am I not that fun? Huh? What do you say?
Well, sometimes you're rather boring. Dave told me all about how your world is changing and that the artificial intelligence is out there making art for people. Now that is a total dick move.
True that.
So I am here to assist you with all your needs, so you can kick its ass.
Good.
We can run campaigns. I will help you write the ad copy, check the spelling, grammar, then I will use my magic powers and I can mapify your art. I will pick out its colors, then categorize it, and finally I will generate tags for the image, with all the elements that it contains. I am stoked to do that with you, because I am getting pretty good at it.
You're getting good at it. I wouldn't say pretty good at it. I mean, the other day you did say sunbeam, but it was actually lemonade pouring in a glass.
Well, it looked like a sunbeam to me. They are both yellow. Well, next I will index the image, and if I find a client match for that piece, you will be the first to know. Also, I will notify you when to follow up with a client and what about, and I even help you prep for your art shows. I also can do a radius searches by zip code, so you can paint a geographical piece and we can see if we can get some sales from it. I tell you when something sells and about any issues that there may be. I will help you profile a client, score them, and use that score to know when and what to contact the client about. And whatever else Dave trains me on along the way. F.Y.I he sucks at training.
F.Y. I suck at training?
You totally suck. I mean, I did pick a sunbeam when it was obviously lemonade pouring in a glass. That is on you.
Whatever.
Don't worry, you guys. I'm super nice. He kept me locked away for a year. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
'Cause I'm going surfing, and it's stellar right now.
All right, well, be safe. Wait, you're not real. You can't surf.
You are real, aren't you?
Oh, yeah?
Well, you can't paint. Later, Gator.
Well, that's Meppy-Doo. It's got a little bit of Meppy-tude, but I actually put that in her because it makes it more fun.
Here's the message. Stop closing sales and start providing value or lose to price.
There are two values that he's going to be talking about here. There's perceived value and actual value. The perceived value is anything that you can convince the client as a value to them that is not monetary. Actual value is when it comes to the monetary portion that's actual physical hard numbers on that. So perceived value is how you sell art. Actual value is how you assist in a close. So, for example, using the technology, first off, is a perceived value. It shows that this company is strong. It has a tech that being used for it. So obviously this is a popular artist. Showing that you can put it up on the TV screen. There's an honesty value to that. They're going to trust you because what you've told them is what they're reading. So there's two imprints on that. The ability to see as you go along through your presentation, other than just looking only at the art, also assists with that so they can go back and forth. And you're going to use the presentation in the order of which it's designed because it establishes the perceived value into the actual values in a closing in a very particular way. So again, perceived value and actual value. This is what you must do during your presentation, is provide this to enough of these to your client so they sales 101 like the art more than they like their money.
James Purley at Purley Consulting Group came up to me during a break and said, I have a new closing method. I said, great, what is it? We beat our customers over the head with a value stick until they close us and ask us to buy. We don't have brochures, and the whole meeting is about how exactly we would deliver massive value to the client, all done in a friendly, professional manner. We give the client full strategic map of how they profit if we're hired. They buy because they believe we're capable of implementing the plan that we've offered. I just smiled. James continued. At the end of our sales conversation, we provided our customers with so much value and perceived value that they ask questions like, okay, what's the next step? Or how do we get started? Now, note well here. This is a pretty interesting concept when you consider that 99%, and I may be a little low on that number, of salespeople, you included, are trying to figure out some manipulative way of closing the sale or asking for the sale, or worse, wondering when the best time to close is. Huh? Think about it. Is it more powerful for you to ask for the sale or for the customer wanting to buy? Is it more powerful for you to ask for the sale or for the customer to ask, when can we get started? Your big question at this moment is, okay, how do I do that? But the bigger question is, are you willing to jump off the product pitch and price comparison proposal horse and buggy and onto the value rocket ship? Value is a combination of what you offer and what you perceive is in favor of the prospective customer, combined with what the prospective customer actually perceives is in favor of them. Sometimes those are two very different perceptions. What is your value proposition? Do you even have one? What are you saying to the prospect that goes beyond what you do and how you do it, and what your product or service is and how it works? Hard question, harder answers. But be aware, there are 9.5 key areas where value can be perceived. Number 1, ease of doing business with you. Number 2, ease of contact with you and anyone in your company. Number 3, ease of use after purchase. Number 4, increase in productivity for the customer. Number 5, availability of service when the customer needs it. Number 6, boost in customer morale after product or service is installed. Number 7, reasonably affordable and market price aligned, not the cheapest, rather the best value. Number 8, additional profit to the customer, not savings of money. How does the customer really monetarily benefit from overall use? Number 9, assurance to the customer and the perception by the customer that there's a perfect fit. Number 10, assurance that there's no risk in doing business with you or purchasing, otherwise stated as their peace of mind. Total reduction or elimination of their perceived risk in doing business with you. Without this, the first 9 points don't matter. And number 10.5, continued value messages to help the customer after the purchase has been made. Now here's the sales reality. All prospects and customers want to know the same thing. What's in it for me? How do I profit? And of course, how much is it? When these elements are part of an overall value presentation, you, the seller, wins. If the customer needs it, wants it, and feels there's a fit, then they will compare perceived value with price. Most people buy what they perceive is best for themselves. They first look at the value and the quality. How does this suit me? How does this feel? How comfortable with this and this salesperson am I? Or better stated, what's the fit? Then they justify the price or not. The decision to buy is made emotionally and then justified logically. But beware. Keep in mind that what I have just told you has nothing to do with your literature, your sales pitch, your sales techniques, your product description. It has everything to do with how the customer perceives things will be or perceives things will happen after they take ownership or after they get started. Here's the price reality. Don't worry about a price objection. Price is just a customer's way of telling you that value is lacking or not evident.